I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. And that's how I feel about myself.
You see me around a lot. No. Don't act like you ain't seen me around. Them days. He said that.
Bud, come on. Terence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen.
Straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when they're trying to run out. When they're trying to run, pop, there you go.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he's feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, pop, what do you think he can throw? Because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
Shakur Stevenson isn't approaching this camp like just another title defense. He's fine-tuning his skills among top-level competition, which shows just how seriously he's taking Teofimo Lopez.
It's a work of art. Sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's going to be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has. And given the opportunity, I think he can pose a great threat to everybody in the division. And be the last man standing given the opportunity.
Shakur has been training alongside Terence Crawford at D1 training in Colorado Springs, the same high-performance facility where Crawford prepared for his showdown with Canelo. That alone raises the stakes for this fight. This camp isn't just about pads and conditioning. It's elite-level problem-solving, testing timing, positioning, and mental discipline in every round.
I sent somebody to steal his passport, replicate his job, all types of weird stuff.
He called me earlier. He's like, yo, when you spar, I'm gonna come to the gym. I'm like, I'm gonna spar at 4 o'clock. I really didn't think he was gonna pull up, but he pulled up. It means everything, his advice and listening to him in the ring. He calling out little shit. I'm trying to make sure I do what he says. So a hell of a blessing to have Bud, Floyd, all these guys backing me, and I appreciate them. I'm just trying to keep pushing and keep getting better.
Training with Crawford means Shakur is facing real pressure, real ring IQ, and live adjustments, not scripted scenarios. They're drilling control under fire, setting subtle traps, and learning how to punish overcommitment without wasting energy. It also speaks volumes about Shakur's mindset. You don't bring in someone like Crawford unless you're ready to be challenged, corrected, and pushed beyond your comfort zone.
My hand. I was hurting it all throughout the camp.
How it feeling? Good?
I felt it just now. But I was trying to ignore the pain and keep it going, but it just got worse to the point where I couldn't really take it no more. I kind of felt it after my last fight. I'm like, man, just ignore it because you're going to have to keep ignoring it every time you fight. You don't realize it until it gets like to the point where you just can't take it no more. That video, even that video that got out of me like hitting somebody with a body shot, I fell. I've been hitting it constantly over and over and over. I felt the pain badly that last time to where it's like I couldn't take it no more.
Training in an environment built around championship standards and zero distractions is about more than just skill. It's about refining composure. Facing a fighter like Teofimo Lopez, who thrives on chaos and sudden bursts of power, Shakur is clearly focused on keeping his instincts sharp and precise, even under pressure.
Right here. You fucking up. Give a shot.
This camp feels deliberate, serious, and quietly dangerous. The kind of preparation that doesn't boast much, but usually shows up loud on fight night. Just when you think Shakur grinding with Terence Crawford in Colorado is peak intensity, Keyshawn Davis adds perspective with a calm, experienced breakdown. Listening to him, it's clear. This is someone who's truly seen both fighters in action. He's not chasing clicks or taking sides. He's simply pointing out, relax. This fight will pace itself before it hits hard.
At the end of the era, it may have been Teo and Shakur, especially if you would never fight Shakur, right? How do you see this fight playing out?
I see it playing out, let's say, I see it starting off slow.
Okay.
And then I see as Shakur wins the first round, as Shakur wins the second round, slowly, I think Teo is going to eventually start picking it up and start imposing his will.
Right.
And then, it's just going to go from there. That's how I think it's going to go.
That's a fair assessment.
That's a fair one.
Especially for that to be his brother.
I think it's going to be close. I think it'll be closer than people think.
That insight matters because when Keyshawn says it starts slow and then Teofimo ramps things up, he's speaking from experience, not theory. He keeps it honest, no fake disrespect, no pretending either fighter can't perform. He openly acknowledges that Teofimo can fight, and anyone who disagrees is ignoring reality. At the same time, he still gives Shakur the edge on points, but closer than most expect. That's the key, closer. Not a blowout, not a one-sided spectacle, but a real fight where momentum swings, and both fighters have to answer tough, uncomfortable questions in the ring.
Very good.
Hey, one thing I can say though, because I've been seeing, we've been amateur together and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Teo can fight.
I'm telling you that. Teo can fight.
Winning back
If
then.
you said he couldn't, you'd be lying.
Right.
Of course.
That's a real assessment, though. I think Shakur still wins, but it's gonna be closer than what people think.
Teo is
nice.
a lot, man, no doubt.
Yeah, and Keyshawn, speaking of Teo, you've been vocal about your desire to fight Teofimo Lopez. And of course, I was there in Las Vegas, right, when you FaceTime Teo. Now Teo's fighting Shakur Stevenson, but do we see Keyshawn and Teo at some point?
How is Teo acting when I FaceTimed him? Since you brought it up, how is he acting?
You tell me. You tell the people.
Why do I gotta tell you? What you asked me again? Because I want to answer that. What'd you say?
Do we see you and Teo fight in the future?
Depending on what Shakur do with him.
Hey, losing to Shakur though.
What stands out is how Keyshawn separates friendship from reality. He acknowledges Shakur's growth and resilience during tough moments. But once the bell rings, it's all analysis, not emotion. There's no hype, no dismissing anyone's potential. He frames it as a question of energy management. Honestly, it's one of the most grounded takes yet. This isn't about ending anyone's legacy. It's about shaping it. We're watching two timelines collide. And if you're expecting a one-sided story, Keyshawn basically says to turn down the noise and pay attention.
It depends how bad he loses.
I was about to say.
So you think it's going to be bad?
No. Let's say he loses a competitive fight.
Yeah,
I think that would be the most common answer is Shakur outpoints him in a very competitive fight.
Beats him.
What then? What then for you and Teo?
For the businessman, huh?
All right, cool. Okay, since you worded it like that, I don't, because I won't go say that shit. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the future holds. I just know what I want to do, and I want to go to 147 and become a champion. Because I just feel like them guys just can't beat me from 140 to 147. And I just feel like, I'm a surprise the boxing world. I'm small. I just moved to 140, and I'm gonna be fighting guys naturally bigger than me, and I'm gonna be stopping them. knocking them out.
I remember.
And that's gonna be very entertaining.
Right after Keyshawn offered that calm, experience-driven perspective, the conversation takes another level when Teddy Atlas joins in. When Teddy speaks, it's not noise, it's philosophy tempered by experience. Listening to him, you get the sense this is a grown-up table discussion. No hype chasing, no viral soundbite hunting, just respect for two fighters willing to step into the ring when most would hesitate. I love how Teddy immediately shuts down the lazy narrative. You can't claim that Teofimo Lopez or Shakur Stevenson are avoiding anyone. This fight wipes that argument away the moment it starts.
I want to piggyback a little bit off of what you just said. I want to start by just giving them credit. A lot of these guys avoid certain fights. They're not avoiding them right now. You got to give them credit. A lot of people took shots at Shakur, and Teofimo at certain spots. He's avoiding this guy. He's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters. two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science.
The honesty about style is refreshing. This fight might not deliver non-stop fireworks, but it promises real boxing. Adjustments, control of space, and precise timing. Teddy points out Shakur's willingness to step inside, which is crucial against Teofimo, because you can't just stay on the outside and expect a smooth night. At the same time, Teo's power is a variable that can change the conversation in any round. Athleticism versus explosiveness, talent versus talent. This is a kind of matchup where a single small decision can flip the fight. For fans who truly appreciate boxing, that's exactly the excitement they're looking for.
Teofimo showed you that he can fight inside, he can fight outside. He would have the advantage of power in this fight. You know one thing that I love about this fight, Bud? Shakur's very athletic, very talented. So is Teofimo. He's more explosive with power, but Teofimo is very athletic. He is very talented. You got two athletic guys, two talented guys. Again, Teofimo I would favor with the power. This is going to be interesting. I'll tell you, it's a lot to like about these two athletic, talented fighters.
Right after Teddy Atlas offers his methodical breakdown, the conversation shifts when Timothy Bradley Jr. speaks. Tim doesn't analyze boxing like a spectator. He talks like someone who's been in the ring, feeling every heartbeat. Listening to him, it's clear. This isn't about hype. It's a warning. He's basically saying that anyone who approaches this fight lazily, even commentators, will miss the full story. This is a knockout for everyone's spectacle. It's a chess match where every inch is earned and every mistake is costly. Bradley frames it perfectly. Fundamentals versus explosiveness. On one side, Shakur Stevenson treats defense like a locked door, only open it on his terms. On the other, Teofimo Lopez can turn a calm moment into chaos without much invitation. Bradley's message is simple. If you don't understand nuance, timing, and setups, you might call this fight boring, and in the process, you'll miss the skill on display. This is boxing for people who truly watch boxing.
That go for everybody that's gonna be calling this fight, because there's every offense that, or every type of any offense that's gonna be landed, it's gonna have to be earned or set up. Both these guys are intelligent, right? Teofimo Lopez is explosive as hell. He's smart as well. Shoot, you gotta remember, this man was the first man to beat Lomachenko. Yeah, well before Haney. Yeah, So, look, check this out. And you already know Shakur Stevenson. You know what he bringing to the ring. Defense first. Yep, defense first. You ain't getting nothing. I'm gonna get mine when I get mine and when I want to get mine, but you ain't getting nothing.
This is where Timothy Bradley really drives a point home, shutting down the Shakur can't punch narrative without raising his voice. Listening to him, it's clear power isn't just muscle, it's timing, placement, and catching your opponent off guard. That's grown-up boxing. Bradley's examples are deliberate. Explosiveness without discipline gets punished, and discipline without awareness eventually gets cracked open. If Teofimo rushes in recklessly, he might have to reset faster than planned. But if Shakur gets too comfortable and assumes control equals safety, danger can slip in. What stands out is how Bradley frames this as a fight that rewards intelligence. No freebies, no coasting. Every offensive move has to be built, disguised, and earned. For fans, that's the beauty. This isn't about who throws the most punches. It's about who reads a moment best when it matters. For those paying attention, the fight will feel tense, layered, and fascinating. Miss it, and you might not notice how a single exchange could decide an entire round.
Look, y'all might perceive this fight as being boring and this and that. This is going to be one hell of a technical battle that I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see this battle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because what y'all going to witness is, I'm going to tell you right now what you're going to witness. You're going to witness fundamentals, great fundamentals, versus that explosive stuff. You know what I'm saying? That explosive stuff. So, like, let me give you a prime example. Not to this degree, but Tonio Tarver, Roy Jones. Tarver had them fundamentals down. Roy didn't. Had them fundamentals.
Here's my take, and I'm not hedging. I see the fight starting exactly the way Shakur wants. Clean lanes, controlled distance, and Teofimo having earned every inch as if it's rented space. Shakur Stevenson will likely take the early rounds with precision, making it feel like he has the fight under control. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't a 12-round seminar. Somewhere in the middle rounds, Teofimo's timing begins to snap into place. His reads sharpen, and those sudden bursts stop being guesses. They start making statements. Teofimo won't dominate full rounds. He'll steal moments, and moments matter when judges are human. I don't see a blowout or panic. I see tension. Shakur adjusting brilliantly, but Teofimo forcing him to work harder, especially in the later rounds. My edge goes to Shakur by a close decision, not because he overwhelms, but because his discipline survives the chaos long enough. And if fans walk away debating, replaying rounds, and splitting scorecards, that's not controversy. It's proof that this fight delivers exactly what real boxing should look like.
I understand what happened. Now, yeah, look, if Teofimo Lopez, he get out of line and he want to run in there that fire and he get his behind caught, just like Norman Jr. got his behind caught, talking about, oh, he can't punch. Oh, he can find himself picking himself off of the canvas too. Yeah, talking about Shakur can't punch. I don't see many guys just running in there on Shakur. But anyways, look, y'all already know what it is. Precision, timing, right? Hitting the dude when he don't see something coming. That's power.
Now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't hold back. Who do you see controlling this fight? Who might crack first, and why? I want real boxing opinions, not just scoreboard watching, because this is the kind of matchup that deserves thoughtful discussion. And if you're enjoying these breakdowns, reactions, and real fight talk, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going and allows us to cover boxing the right way. We're locked in all the way to fight night, so stay tuned.